In 2011, we released the film Ancestral Voices Esoteric African Knowledge as a means to open up debate about African spiritual traditions and why they are wholly labelled negative, even though they share similar philosophies as other faiths that are given due respect. For the past 4 years, we have been working on the sequel. It is a systematic exploration of shared spiritual traditions of African peoples, guiding philosophies and practices across time and continents.
So far in our research, we've already identified a continuum of African spirituality stretching back from time immemorial. We're talking about the times of the ancient pharaohs all the way down across the continent back into the diaspora in the present day. So we're talking about places like South Africa to Haiti to Brazil. Ancestral Voices 2 explores African spirituality as a singular system which only has modified local expressions, but they are all informed by the same principles and philosophies. So whether we've called one Vodou, or we've called one Ifa, or we call one Candomble, they are all informed by the same ideologies dating back in time. So in essence, they are the same system. Some of the areas we explore in the film include
what we call the feminine process gives birth to the masculine process. But throughout our tradition, there is never a masculine without a feminine counterpart. There's never a feminine without a masculine counterpart. And that goes back to the laws of opposites, which rules nature, cause and effect.
The Loi, the Orisha, Inkisi, Vodou, all of the names that we call our spirits by, all of the manifestations of God, teach us to be our own masters. Our own masters. They teach us to be self-sufficient. They teach us to be administrators and governors of our own destinies. These are basic notions that actually have extreme importance and extreme value in the 21st century.
You have to be a willing participant in your own discovering of your own gift. And that's why I mentioned that part of the way of finding your gift is looking through your wound. Your wounds are meant to be a wake-up call or an initiation of some type to awaken you to the facts that you have gone to sleep on your mission and to help you to wake up and to re-embrace it.
The better microphone to speaking to the ancestors is a cup of water and a candle. You put fire, you put water, you put light, and you put water, and you talk, whatever question you have before you go to bed. Then, in your dreams, you're gonna get the answer.
So once again, using our own funds as well as donations we received online, we traveled to countries such as South Africa, Haiti, Brazil, the United States of America to find evidence to support our premise. And we interviewed a range of academic scholars as well as traditional initiates, so we could show where the philosophies and ideologies correlated with the actual practices.
We are now in the post-production phase. But as we fully didn't reach our target, we released a small section of the film titled Rituals for Living, which was released in October as an incentive to raise more funds. We still have a long way to go, as we hope to release the film in at least 5 languages so it can be of benefit to a global audience.
Across the globe, indigenous spiritual practitioners are facing persecution, ostracization, in some cases even murder from their own communities based on unfounded accusations of so-called witchcraft or devil worshipping. The aim of the Ancestral Voices documentaries have always been to help dispel these negative myths and stigma by bringing forth accurate and impartial information about these traditions so people can have a more informed opinion about what it really entails.
These acts are informed by ignorance of what African spirituality is really about. The only solution is correct education, and that's what our film is about. Will you help us to complete this film? Ways to help: financial donations, purchasing the Ancestral Voices products, donating music, donating footage, sharing our social media posts.